welcome to a new episode of Rebel Alliance, where all we talk about is Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, except the prequels. No, I'm just kidding. We talk about anything Star Wars happening in the movies, and maybe some other media as well, like comic books or TV shows or books, novels, whatever. Anything Star Wars, we talk about it. So here we go. So today is October 20th, 2015. Tomorrow's Back to the Future Day, plug. But yes, Star Wars ticket sales went on sale yesterday on Monday, and they have gone through the roof. Fandango, AMC, Regal, every ticket chain you can imagine was bugged yesterday by the amount of people trying to buy Star Wars The Force Awakens movie tickets. I'm not even kidding when I say this, but one of the Disney executives took a picture of the sites, and it was just stalled. But basically because the sites were just running crazy with the sites, selling tickets for Star Wars. The pre-sale tickets were just going berserk. They caused so many sites to fail and come back later. My friend, he got tickets already. He was one of the lucky few, I guess, who actually was able to get tickets quickly for December 18th, 2015, in 3D, I believe, actually. Anyways, I have not gotten tickets yet, but I'm going to binge and get these tickets ASAP because I want to see The Force Awakens more than anyone on the planet. Well, maybe that's a bit of a stretch because I'm a Star Wars fan. Don't get me wrong. Where is it? It's right. The Star Wars movies are right there next to Emmett. Hey, Emmett. You know what I mean? Like the Star Wars tickets are on sale, and I'm gonna binge. I'm gonna try and get them as soon as possible, and I will let you guys know what's going on with that. Star Wars The Force Awakens recently released a trailer yesterday on Monday Night Football with the Giants and the Eagles. And this is going to be my review of it, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. This trailer made me cry. And I was watching it for the first time, and I was like, I got chills up and down my spine. I started crying when you see John Boyega, and he's with Oscar Isaac, and Oscar Isaac's going pat him on the shoulder, because oh my god, this trailer was epic. All right, a few key points about this trailer. First and foremost, number one, it definitely got the right vibe out of every single Star Wars and casual movie fan that saw the trailer so far. It's unbelievable. The music score, the way the shots are developed, the action alone was incredible, and everything about it was spectacular. There's a scene in it. I'm gonna get into this a little more. Han Solo telling Daisy Ridley and John Boyega's characters that they're like, hey, I heard you're one of the people that stopped the Death Star. You guys would stop the Empire. How do you do? You want to do it again? Basically, that's kind of what they were getting at. And Han Solo's like, well, I can't do a Harrison Ford impression, but you know what I'm saying. He's like, there's Jedi, there's Sith, and they're real. There's also, and I was like, it's so good, because it's true. Remember, it didn't seem too long ago, after watching New Hope recently again, where you see him was like, yeah, I've been all across this galaxy, back and forth. There ain't no thing that ties this whole universe together, blah, blah, blah. Here he is, and now he's like, it's real. The Force is real. And actually, there was another shot in the show that I really liked, with Kylo Ren focusing on the Darth Vader mask that was retrieved or whatever by him. Somehow he got it. I don't know how, because the Death Star fell, apparently, and then he retrieved the mask, and then I don't know. He's an artifact. JJ said he's an artifact collector, so that makes a lot of sense now. What was I gonna say? Oh yes. So Kylo Ren's like, I will finish what you started, and he's talking about to the Darth Vader mask, saying, I will finish what you started. That could mean that it's more simple. It could mean that it's very simple, where he's going to bring the Empire back to the forefront and put the flag on that and say, look, the Empire's back, Mother Fs. You better run. You know what I mean? Or it could be that, or it could be, I don't know, it could be something really, really unique, where it's he's trying to, there's more in depth to that than you can imagine. The outside appeals where he's evil, he's going to go kill people. But he's also worshiping Darth Vader, which could be there's more of an internal functioning to that, which would be really, really unique to do in a Star Wars movie, to put more depth into a bad guy that we got out of Darth Vader. We got that out of Darth Vader. Let's see if they can do it to Kylo Ren. And I can't wait to see that. So yes, that wraps up our movie segment of Rebel Alliance here. Now we're going to move on to an other media topic that I want to bring up. As you know, I'm a huge nerd. I know this stuff. I know comic books. I know movies. I know you can see like the Dark Knight trilogy, Man of Steel collector set, Batman 66 collection, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There's a Lego movie. Iron Man 3. There's Fantastic Four. I'm a huge fan of, and all along here, there's like Terminator, RoboCop, Predator. There's so much stuff that I love in this culture called the geek culture, I guess you could call it that. But one of the things I love about it is comic books that were movies and then transcended into comic books. I recently watched Army of Darkness for the first time in my film class in school, and it was just awesome because it's Army of Darkness. But then I later found out that Dynamite Comic Books publishes Army of Darkness comic books, like the continuing stories of Ash Williams and how his chainsaw hand went crazy. You know what I mean? It's a continuation and it's an expansion upon these universes we love. Like the Terminator franchise has comic books beyond belief. Predator, RoboCop, Alien. Ghostbusters, Transformers, G.I. Joe. The list goes on. The Matrix has some. Matrix has comic books. Anyways, I'm getting off topic from Star Wars. But you see what I'm saying? Star Wars had an early offshoot comic book from 1978. 1 year after the movie, they did a comic book adaptation. I have it. And it's Star Wars #1 from 1978 in a 8 or 9 condition as a comic book. I got it for, I don't want to get into figures here, but I bought it for 10 and I did a little research. It's worth about $200. This is just a flashback to, back then. But basically, this comic book that I really wanted to talk to you guys about is that this comic book was the first real adaptation of anything at that time. There was Star Trek stuff, there was Mission Impossible at the time. But now you have Star Wars in a different format, and then they're the novels, and then because this adaptation was the movie, and then it has spun off to tons of other comic books, the storylines in that book. In that run, I should say. It was really cool. If you guys have not ever read, no, I shouldn't say read, but if you guys can get a digital download of these comic books, I highly recommend that you guys do it, because it's a lot of. I've actually read the digital downloads, or I've read pictures online or whatever, because I don't want to open up the book. It's really old, but you guys should check it out. I'm telling you guys right now, check out Star Wars comic books from the 70s, the original run. And just get some digital downloads. You guys should read it. It's a lot of fun. It's really, really cool stuff. If you can get the print copies, go for it. If you see them, buy it. It's incredible. But it's really cool how they have other media. There's one title in other media, like Terminator or Army of Darkness, whatever. There's stuff like this. Green Hornet, whatever. And there's tons of it in comic books that maybe I'll do an episode on just talking about these comic books, because I really know a lot about them. Anyways, I'm getting off topic, but yes, go check out the Star Wars comic books. You guys will really love it. So yes, this will wrap up this episode of Rebel Alliance. This will wrap up our Star Wars show. Please like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your grandparents. I don't know, who cares? Share this video, like it up, and subscribe to the Super Review Show. I hope you guys had a great time watching Rebel Alliance today. So for the Super Review Show and all of Star Wars, may the Force be with you. I'll see you later.